Hello everyone, this is Payal Vacha. Welcome to Pharma Desert. In this video, we will discuss about microbial assay of antibiotics. So let's get started. These are the list of contents we will discuss in this video. First one, microbial assay of antibiotics. So introduction of microbial assay of antibiotics. Next one is principle of microbial assay of antibiotics. Preparation of culture media, preparation of buffer solution, preparation of standard solution, preparation of test organisms, cylinder plate or cup plate method, and last one is what is turbidimetric or tube assay method. We will discuss one by one. First of all, microbiological assay of antibiotics. The inhibition of growth understand the standardized conditions may be utilized for demonstrating the therapeutic efficacy of antibiotics. So what is the microbiological assay or what was the role of microbiological assay? Inhibition of growth, they understand the standardized condition that may be utilized which demonstrate therapeutic efficacy of antibiotic. So if antibiotic it should be therapeutic effective, so they inhibit the growth of microorganism and that is easily observed or monitored with the help of microbiological assay. Any subtle change in antibiotic molecule which may not be detected by chemical methods will be revealed by a change in the antimicrobial activity, and hence microbiological assays are very useful for resolving the doubts regarding possible change in potency of antibiotics as well as their preparation. So what was the role of microbiological assay? Microbiological assay, they gives the idea about therapeutic efficacy of antibiotics. If antibiotics is effective, they inhibit the growth of microorganism. And if any changes in antibiotic molecule which is not detected by chemical methods but it can be revealed by or monitored by change in antimicrobial activity. So we are performing microbial assay and that is very useful for resolving the doubts regarding possible changes in potency of antibiotic and their preparation. If antibiotics are not that much effective, so they can't inhibit growth of microorganism, but antibiotics are effective if its potency is effective, so they inhibit growth of microorganism. Two general methods are most widely used for microbial assay. First one is cylinder plate method or that are also called as cup plate method, while second one is turbidimetric method or that are also called as tube assay method. Principle. What is the principle of microbiological assay? Microbiological assay that is based upon a comparison of inhibition of growth of microorganism by measured concentration of the antibiotics to be examined with that produced by known concentration of standard preparation of the antibiotic that having a known activity. So what was the principle of microbiological assay? Microbiological assay that is based upon comparison of inhibition of growth of organisms and that is measured by concentration of antibiotics to be examined with that produced by known concentration of standard preparation of antibiotic having a known activity. So in principle, microbiological assay that is performed, how it is performed? Various concentration of antibiotics that is added and check which concentration that is more effective to inhibit growth of microorganism. If you are taking higher concentration of antibiotic, they inhibit more number of microorganism, while you are taking lower concentration of antibiotic, they inhibit lower concentration or lower number of microorganism. Preparation of culture media. How it is prepared? The culture media required for the preparation of test organism that are made from ingredients. So culture media, why culture media that is required? That is required for preparation of test organism and that are made from various ingredients. Minor modifications of the individual ingredients that may be made or reconstituted dehydrated media that may be used provided the resulting media have equal or better growth promoting properties and they give a similar standard curve response. So in preparation of media, why culture media that is required? So that is required for preparation of test organism and that are made from various ingredients or any excipients. Minor modification of individual ingredients that may be made or it should be reconstituted and dehydrated media that may be used provided the resulting media have a equal or better growth promoting properties and they give similar standard curve response. So the dissolve ingredient in sufficient water to produce 1000 ml and add sufficient 1 molar sodium hydroxide or 1 molar hydrochloric acid is required so that after sterilization pH is between 6.5 to 7.5. So, in preparation of media, first one, dissolve all the excipients in sufficient water and make 1 liter solution. After that, sufficient 1 molar sodium hydroxide solution or 1 molar hydrochloric acid that is added into the 1 liter solution and after sterilization and maintain the sterility and after sterilization pH is maintained between 6.5 to 7.5. So that is regarding preparation of media. So what was the preparation of media and what was the role of media? First of all, media that is most widely required for preparation of test organism and that are made from various ingredients. Minor modification of individual ingredients that may be made or it should be reconstituted and dehydrated media that may be used provided the resulting media have a equal or better growth promoting properties and they give a similar standard curve response. In the procedure, how media that is prepared? First of all, take the ingredients and dissolve the ingredients in sufficient water to produce 1 liter solution and in 1 liter solution add the sufficient amount of 1 molar sodium hydroxide or 1 molar HCl and maintain the sterility and maintain the pH between 6.5 to 7.5. If solution is neutralized or if solution is basic in nature, so add 1 molar hydrochloric acid. If solution is more acidic in nature, so add 1 molar sodium hydroxide solution and pH is maintained between 6.5 to 7.5. Next one is preparation of buffer solution. How it is prepared? Buffer solution that are most widely prepared by dissolving the following quantities of dipotassium hydrogen phosphate and potassium dihydrogen phosphate that is insufficient water to produce 1000 ml in sufficient water to produce 1000 ml after adjustive the pH with 8 molar phosphoric acid or 10 molar potassium hydroxide. So what was the buffer preparation or how it is prepared? Buffer solution that is prepared by various quantities. First of all, take dipotassium hydrogen phosphate as well as potassium dihydrogen phosphate in a sufficient quantity, and add dihydrogen potassium phosphate as well as dipotassium hydrogen phosphate. Both, both are added into the water and make the solution 100 ml. And after that, maintain the pH by adding 8 molar phosphoric acid or 10 molar potassium hydroxide. So in buffer solution preparation, first step is take dipotassium hydrogen phosphate and potassium dihydrogen phosphate, and both are dissolved completely in water and make the volume up to 1000 ml. After that, after after that, add 8 molar phosphoric acid or 10 molar potassium hydroxide to maintain pH. Buffer number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. So if buffer number 1, so dipotassium hydrogen phosphate, that is 2 gram, and potassium K2PO4, that is about 8 gram is taken, and potassium dihydrogen phosphate K2PO4 pH adjusted after sterilization, that is about 6 plus or minus 0.1. Next one is pH or buffer number 2, same, dipotassium hydrogen phosphate, that is about 16.73 gram, KH2PO4, that is about 0.532 gram, and KH2PO4, that is about 8 plus or minus, that is pH, that is maintained after sterilization. In buffer number 3, dipotassium hydrogen, that is not taken, but potassium dihydrogen phosphate, that is about 13.61, and pH, that is about 4.5 plus or minus 0.1. While buffer number 4, dipotassium hydrogen phosphate K2HPO4, that is taken about 20 grams, while KH2PO4, that is about 80 grams, in pH that is maintained, that is about 6. And if buffer number 5, K2HPO4, that is about 35 gram, KH2PO4, that is not taken, and pH is maintained about 10.5. And last one is if buffer number 6, dipotassium hydrogen phosphate K2HPO4, that is taken about 13.6 gram, while KH2PO4, that is about 4 gram, and pH is maintained at 7. That is all about buffer preparation. Next one is preparation of standard solution. So to prepare a stock solution, dissolve a quantity of standard preparation of given antibiotic, accurately weigh and previously dried where so indicated in the table number and in the solvent specified, and then dilute to the required concentration as indicated. So how standard solution it should be prepared? First of all, to prepare a stock solution and dissolve a quantity of standard preparation of antibiotics accurately where in previously dried where so indicated in table. First of all, prepare a stock solution. How it is prepared? Take a standard preparation of given antibiotics and prepare a stock solution and antibiotics that is accurately weighed and it is previously dried, that is all indicated in table in the solvent specified, and then dilute to required concentration is indicate. So how standard solution or stock solution is prepared? First of all, to prepare a stock solution and dissolve a quantity of standard solution of antibiotics, it is accurately weighed and it should be previously dried, and antibiotics that is added into the preferred solvent and after that it should be diluted to the required concentration is indicated, and it should be stored in a refrigerator and used within the period indicated. So first of all, prepare stock solution. After that, dissolve a quantity of standard preparation of given antibiotics. It should be accurately weighed and it should be previously dried according to table. We will discuss in next slide. In the solvent, antibiotics, it should be dissolved in the solvent specified and prepare a dilution series at a required concentration. And this standard solution, it should be stored in a refrigerator and it should be used within the period indicated. That is the standard stock solution formula as well as test diluents. First one is standard stock solution, how it is prepared. Antibiotic, if you are taking amikacin as the antibiotic, assay method B, that means turbidimetric method or tube assay method, that is performed. Prior drying, that is not necessary. Initial solvent, so in initial solvent water is taken out. Final stock concentration per ml, that is about 1 milligram per ml. And if amikacin test diluents is prepared, it is used before 14 days. And final diluent, water is act as a final diluent. And median dose, microgram or unit per ml, that is about 10 microgram per ml. And incubation temperature, that is about 32 to 35 degree centigrade. That is all about amikacin standard stock solution as well as test diluents. Next one is amphotericin B standard stock solution, that is prepared by method A, that is a cup plate method, and yes, that means prior drying that is necessary. In initial solvent, that is a DMF, 1 microgram per ml solution is taken, same period. Next one is for test solution B5, that is the act, that is taken out, 1 microgram per ml solution, and incubation period, that is about incubation temperature, that is about 29 to 31 degrees centigrade. Next one is if bacitracin is taken as an antibiotic, so method A, couplet method is used, and prior drying that is necessary. Solution, that is 0.01 molar HCl is taken out and 100 units per ml, that is take as a concentration. Same days before using, and for test diluents B1, vitamin B1, that is used as the ingredient, 1 unit per ml, concentration is about 1 unit per ml, and temperature that is about 32 to 35 degree centigrade. Last one is if bleomycin antibiotic is take. If you are taken bleomycin antibiotic, assay method is A, that means couplet method is performed and prior drying that is necessary. B6, vitamin B6 is taken and concentration that is about 2 milligram per ml, while use before drying or is use before number of days, that is about 14 days. For test diluents, B6 act as an ingredient and 0.04 unit per ml concentration is maintained, and incubation temperature that is about 32 to 35 degrees centigrade. So all are the regarding standard stock solution preparation as well as test diluents preparation. Next one is preparation of test organism. In preparation test organisms, the test organism for each antibiotic, it should be listed in the tables and together with its identification number in American type culture collection and national collection of type culture or national collection of industrial bacteria. So how test organism are prepared? It should be prepared test organism for each antibiotics, it should be listed in the table, and table we will discuss in next slide. So test organism for each antibiotic, it should be listed in the tables, and in table we listed test organism as well as antibiotics name. According to antibiotics name, ATCC number, NCTC number or NCIB number is indicated. So what is ATCC number? That is the American type culture collection. NCTC means National Collection of Type Cultures, or next one is NCIB means National Collection of Industrial Bacteria. That is regarding preparation of test organism. That is the test organism for microbial assay of antibiotic. First antibiotic, if you are taking amikacin as an antibiotic, so test organism is Staphylococcus aureus, and ATCC number, that is about 2,09,737, and NCTC or NCIB number, that is about 7,447. If you are taking amphotericin B as the antibiotic, so test organism, that is about Saccharomyces species, and NTCC number, that is 9,763, and NCTC or NCIB number, that is about 10,716. That is all about test organism for microbial assay of antibiotics. Next one is cylinder plate method or cup plate method. That is A method. Cylinder plate or cup plate method that are most widely used to perform microbial assay. First one is inoculate a previously liquefied medium appropriate to the assay and with the request quantity of suspension of the microorganism. Add the suspension to the medium at a temperature between 40 and 50 and immediately pour the inoculated medium into petri dish or large rectangular plates to a given depth of 3 to 4 mm. So in cylinder plate or cup plate method, according to their name, inoculate previously liquefied medium appropriate for performing appropriate assay. So with requisite quantity of suspension of microorganism, add the suspension to the medium and temperature is maintained about 40 to 50 and immediately pour the inoculated medium into the petri dish. First of all, take a liquefied medium that is inoculate sufficiently to perform the microbial assay. This inoculate medium that is added into the petri dish and medium is maintained at the temperature that is between about 40 and 50 degrees centigrade. Ensure that layer of medium are uniform in thickness and by placing the dish or plate on a level surface. So this inoculating medium, it should be added into a petri plate and prepare a prepare a depth of 3 to 4 mm. Using the appropriate buffer solution, prepare the solution of known concentration of antibiotic, it should be examined. So, using the appropriate buffer solution to maintain the pH and solution of known concentration of antibiotic, it should be added into the prepared cup. Next one is apply the solution to the surface of solid medium in sterile cylinder or in cavities prepared in the agar, and the volume of solution added to each cylinder or cavity must be uniform and sufficient almost to fill the holes when these are used. So first of all, apply the solution to the surface of solid medium in sterile cylinders or in the cavities. It should be prepared in the agar. So solution, antibiotic solution, it should be added into the cavities, and cavities or cylinder, it should be prepared in the agar plate. The volume of solution added into the each cylinder, it should be almost uniform and sufficient to fill the holes when these are used. Leave the dish or petri plate standing for 1 to 4 hours at a room temperature and as appropriate as a period of pre-incubation diffusion to minimize the effects of variation in time between the application of different solution and incubate them for about 18 hours at a particular temperature. So it should be maintained about 18 hours, so 1 day time period for incubation, and accurately measure the diameter or area of circular inhibition zone. So this circular inhibition zone, if it is larger, so they indicate that higher antibiotic solution it should be higher effective or most effective. If zone of inhibition is small, that means antibiotic solution is less effective. Formula is L is equal to 3A plus 2B plus C minus E divided by 5 and H is equal to 3E plus 2D plus C minus A divided by 5. So L, what is L? L is calculated zone diameter for the lowest concentration of standard curve response line. So that is the lowest concentration of standard curve response line. While H that means calculated zone diameter, that is also a zone of inhibition of highest concentration of standard curve response line, while C that means average zone diameter of 36 reading of reference point standard solution, and A, B, C, D, E all are the corrected average value for other standard solution and lowest to highest concentrations. In summary, method A, that is the cylindrical plate method, depends upon the difference of antibiotic from vertical through a solidified agar layer in a petri dish to an extent such that growth of the added microorganism it is prevented in zone around the cylinder containing a solution of antibiotic. What is the procedure? If you are dissolving 250 milligram of any antibiotic in 100 ml of sterile water, from this take 1 ml solution and it should be diluted with 100 ml sterile water and prepare the stock solution and prepare the dilution series 10 ml, 12 ml up to 18 ml and prepare a solution of unknown or given sample of antibiotic in the same solvent as that of the standard solution and dilute up to the level of standard preparation of antibiotics and sterile the antibiotic assay medium by autoclave and prepare a petri dish in a laminar airflow and spread the surface of petri dish by spreader plate technique. Prepare a cup and cavities on plate with sterile cork borer and keeping a adequate distance from each other. Standard and test dilute antibiotic solution. It should be depending on the size of borer that are added in each labeled bore of plate. And transfer all the plates to the refrigerator for proper diffusion of antibiotic, that is about 4 degrees centigrade for 1 to 2 hours, and incubate all the plate, that is about 1 to 2 days, and temperature is 30 to 35 degrees centigrade. Next one is turbidimetric method or tube assay method. In this method, the method has the advantage of a shorter incubation period for the growth of test organism, usually 3 to 4 hours. Shorter incubation time period is less for growth of organism, but the presence of solvent residue or other inhibitory substance that affect this assay more than cylinder plate method. So advantage of this method is that have a shorter incubation period for growth of microorganism, but one disadvantage is presence of solvent residue or any other inhibitory substance that may affect microbial assay. So prepare a 5 different concentration of standard solution for preparing the standard curve, and it should be diluting the stock solution of standard preparation of antibiotic and increasing stepwise in a ratio. That is 4 is to 5. Select the median concentration and dilute the solution of substance. It should be examined to obtain approximately this concentration and place 1 ml of each concentration of the standard solution sample in each of the tubes in duplicate. So first of all, select the median concentration and dilute the solution of substance it should be examined to obtain approximately this concentration and place the 1 ml of each concentration of standard solution and of the sample solution in each of the tube in duplicate. So add standard solution as well as sample solution in each the tube, and to each tube add 9 ml solution of nutrient media and add 1 ml standard solution and sample solution. At the same time, prepare 3 control tubes, one containing inoculated culture media, second contain identical with it but treated immediately with 0.5 ml dilute formaldehyde, and third it is a uninoculated culture medium. So 3 control tube it should be prepared. First contain culture media, second contain blank solution dilute formaldehyde solution 0.5 ml, and third contain uninoculated culture medium. Place all the tubes randomly distributed or in randomized block arrangement. So all the tubes are randomly distributed in an incubator or water bath and maintain them at a specified temperature for 3 to 4 hours. And after that, after incubation, add 0.5 ml of dilute formaldehyde solution to each test tube. So first of all, take 3 test tube and it should be randomly distributed and it is arranged in incubator or water bath, and it should be maintained them at specified temperature for 3 to 4 hours. After incubation, add 0.5 ml of dilute formaldehyde solution to each tube. After adding dilute formaldehyde solution, measure the growth of test organism by determining the absorbance at about 530 nanometer of each of the solution in the tubes against the blank. So measure the absorbance at about 530 nanometer of each solution in tube against blank solution. Formula for tube assay method is L is equal to 3A plus 2B plus C minus E divided by 5. H is equal to 3E plus 2D plus C minus A divided by 5. What is L? That is the calculated absorbance for the lowest concentration of standard response lines. So that is the calculated absorbance for lowest concentration of standard line. H means calculated absorbance for highest concentration of standard line, and A, B, C, D, E all are the average absorbance value for each concentration of standard response line, lowest to the highest respectively. If any query or doubts related to topic, please write your questions in comment box. Thank you.